After the revelation of his bloodline, young Aurén Yolvig was crowned the rightful emperor of Tamriel, heir to the legendary Dragonborn. Uniting the power of the Dovahkiin bloodline with the prestige of the throne, Austin restored stability to a post-war era. With the help of the Imperial Provisional Council, now formalized as the new Elder Council of Tamriel, and firm alliances with Morrowind, Hammerfell, and Black Marsh, the young emperor ushered in an era of reconstruction, reorganization, and vigilance. The threat of Akavir had been contained. Peace seemed to finally reign. Under Aurén Yolvig's reign, the reborn empire of the Dragonborn reached its peak. The scars of the war against the Aldmeri Dominion had healed. Tamriel was free, united, and strong as it had been since the days of the First Empire. But Aurén knew that to be an emperor like his father, he would have to be a declared erudite and seek ever more power in the form of knowledge. That way he would understand, the hard way, that not all enemies are mortal like him, and that almost cost him his empire. When the Dragonborn disappeared during the final victory against the Aldmeri Dominion, his soul was not lost. He ascended, becoming something more, a being beyond flesh, beyond Nirn. His final Thu'um, a scream so powerful it warped reality itself, freed him from all divine and Daedric influences. Not even the Nine, nor the princes, could reach him. For a prince of knowledge like Hermaeus Mora, this was intolerable. The Dragonborn had escaped his web, but if he could no longer reach his father, he turned to his son. Emperor Aurén spent hours absorbed in the knowledge of the library and studied with numerous magicians from all over the Empire. His aptitude for magic was incredible. Always meditating on the path of the voice learned by the Greybeards, the young emperor proved himself to be more than just a great warrior, but also a great sage. But one night, while reading several books, he strangely came across one with a black cover and several strange images on its pages. Aurén immediately thought it was a book of necromancy, but just as he was about to throw the book away, he heard a voice behind him.
Come closer, bask in my presence.
Hermaeus Mora whispered. He promised power, wisdom of the ages, mastery of history in the future. He offered Aurén what no other man had ever had, absolute control of destiny. But Aurén refused. It wasn't an offer, it was a trap. And the young emperor realized it. He wouldn't be a puppet like Miraak. The dangers on Solstheim seemed dormant, but Hermaeus Mora proved otherwise. From there, attacks came across Tamriel. Several portals opened, and from within each rift in reality emerged the Seekers, guardians of Apocrypha, creatures made of shadows, tentacles, and eternal eyes. Behind them, the Lurkers, gigantic deformities that smashed through walls. Towers of spinning books, rune obelisks, and organic claws emerged from the ground, corrupting the land. Due to its location near Solstheim, Morrowind suffers heavy attacks. Black Marsh and Hammerfell decide to act when Morrowind falls. Several Dunmer are welcomed as refugees in Cyrodiil. From the rear, they are surprised by portals that appear in Hammerfell and Somerset Isle. Oren Yolvik realized only he could end this. And so, with the Greybeard's blessing, the Emperor marched to Morrowind, where the greatest portal in Apocrypha had opened. The final clash against the Daedric Prince Hermaeus Mora was won not by dragon cries, but by sheer mortal determination, sacrifice, and arcane strategy. Knowing that no mortal could destroy a Daedra in the traditional way, the Imperial Council gathered Tamriel's greatest arcanists to conjure an arcane anchor, a mystical prison sealed by 6 elven and draconic artifacts. Oren infiltrated the plane of Apocrypha with an elite group. There, they used the artifacts to seal Hermaeus Mora within his own realm, forcing him to retreat for centuries, perhaps eons. Mora was not destroyed, but his influence on Nirn was severed. The enemies that remained in Tamriel were gradually hunted down by the Empire. With the end of the war, Tamriel turned to Morrowind, which urgently needed to be re-established. Runes, books, and other magic were now strictly controlled by the Empire. Gradually, Morrowind was restructured, but the island of Solstheim was annexed to the Empire for safety. Militarism grew throughout the Empire, and those who used so-called forbidden magic were imprisoned or even executed. The Emperor Oren and the Elder Council approved a series of measures to control the magic used in the Empire. But worse than the Empire's dictatorial status, Morrowind now lay. Bitter and resentful of the Empire, deeming the Emperor weak and incapable of defending their lands, they grew even more enraged when they saw their magical activities minimized by mere decrees. They felt their Telvanni mages were only used as pawns when their magical abilities were convenient. Now these same mages are persecuted by the Imperial Guard. The Empire won in exchange for stability